Hey folks, I've got to change the water position here and give you guys an overall overview of the homestead this the midsummer. Yeah, a lot of successes. So stay tuned. And welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I wanted to bring you guys in to share with you the homestead in midsummer. We've had a couple of tragedies. I've been holding back on explaining that because that happened a few months ago. And we've had a lot of successes and triumphs. So let's give you an overview real quick. So my backyard is looking much better. I'm having to mow it every 3 days and I water it every other day because I just want to make sure everything stays green in case we get a nearby wildfire. So just keep the trash away from the homestead, around the buildings, keep trees limbed up, thinned out, all debris and brush cleared out for at least 50 feet around all the outbuildings, especially your house. And that's what I do. I've done a lot of wildfire mitigation, and one of them is just cleaning out your gutters and also watering, making sure it's green, because green don't burn. Now with that said, look at this. It used to be a bare stone back here, and I moved a pile of soil in there, fertilized it, put grass, put some compost on there, and some mulch, and this grass is growing like crazy. I'm very happy. I have a nice thick plush lawn now. I have been doing other upgrades. I cleared out some manure piles from the barn and I brought the manure and laid it in here on top of some soil that I'd laid in there earlier. And I just planted vegetables along this back fence and they're growing. I've got Black Beauty squash. It's the zucchini variety growing over there. It's blooming already. So I'm going to be harvesting some zucchini squash here coming up pretty soon. Planted flowers, planted a bunch of flowers. Now last year, end of season last year, I went down to Grange Co-op and they had a lot of plants on clearance, and I really wanted to make sure I took advantage of that a really super good deal, and I planted flowers along here. So the homestead is finally done. On the backyard is finally done. I'm going to grab some more plants and plant them along the back fence here, and yeah, right along here. And especially on the other side of the fence where I laid in that soil and created that wall, I wanted to find, maybe I'll plant some herbs back there. I won't care if the ducks and the geese eat it. At least I have some foliage on that side to keep it from washing out, so the roots would retain the soil. My grapes up here are doing great. This is the best grape harvest on this grapevine ever. I'm just letting it grow. Next year I'll prune it back and then we'll get bigger grapes and see if I can make a table wine out of it. Now I've been working a lot on my tractor here and creating video content. I've got 13 or 14 episodes already locked in to go live. I may make it go live at the same time, and I created a playlist, and let me explain. This is my Coyote CK25 with a front end loader, a rear tine tiller, It's got 801 hours on it now. So I went through changing all the filters, doing all the maintenance on it, and I'm doing an episode per item I do. So for the case engine oil and filter, I did an episode. For the hydraulic fluid and filters, I did a video on that. I'm getting ready to film a video on the fuel filter change. I've done some repair on the tractor also. I got some more repair to do on it. It's malfunction. I might end up just having to trailer it down to the tractor shop and have them repair it, because I think that repair is going to be completely out of my skill sets. I know how to change oil. I know how to change filters. I know how to do grease points. I know basic rudimentary things. And stuff I don't know, I'll grab the book and I'll learn and focus to see if I can fix it, which I did. The fuel pump injector, I didn't rebuild it. I had somebody else rebuild it, but I removed it and replaced it. So check out those videos if you're interested in learning how to do basic service on your vehicles, because some of the stuff is the same for a vehicle of any type. So not much has changed on the front of the house since last year. We built the porch last year. I laid in some grass seed in here, trying to get the seed to grow on the front yard. I'm keeping that greened up because, like I said, I just want to keep everything green around the house. And yeah, not much has changed on the front. This little box, this is I got that free from an estate cleanup. I'm storing some stuff in there for the lady from the estate, and right now it was gifted to me, so I have it now. I had to paint it and make it look pretty so it blends in with the rest of the homestead. It looks nice. So my goal for next year is to install solar panels on the roof of that and make that completely stand alone, because that spot is a spot where I have my freezer, because I just don't have room for a freezer, and so I have to store it in there and run it on an extension cord, and I hate the idea of having to run that on an extension cord. The garden is I have it half developed. I finished the weed barrier and the gravel. It looks much better this year. It's much nicer to be able to go out there and just work in the garden. I do some weed pulling out of the raised beds, but there's not a whole lot of weeds to pull. But I'm getting ready to harvest, so I'm getting ready to film another video on what I'm harvesting from the garden. Yeah, getting ready to make pickles, different kind of pickle that I've never made before, so stay tuned to that show. This apple tree really disappointed me. I mean, it showed some signs of apples growing, and this is how big the apples got 2 months later. My friends' apple trees have great big apples. Some of them look like they're ready to harvest. Mine is that normal for the first fruit to come out just like little baby nuggets? I mean, I water it, I fertilize it, I don't know what else to do. This is the 8th year for this tree. I purchased it as a bare root on online bare root, and it was shipped. I planted it, it grew into this. This got 5 grafts on it of 5 different varieties of apples. So I'm not worried about cross-pollination, because I know some apples need a cross-pollination with another variety. So I'm not worried about that with this tree. But why did it grow these little tiny little nuggets? Maybe it's just getting practice. I don't know. So let's talk about the livestock. Yeah, that's where the tragedies happened, was with the livestock, and I was so heartsick over it. I had this one goat that would get pregnant, and the last time she had babies, she gave me 5. 5 babies. She was incredibly fertile, and I think that just beat her up. So she broke out, and she just shredded the gate over here to the billy goats to get in to get pregnant by them. Man, she's determined. If she got herself pregnant, knocked up, I didn't have any control over it. And I came out one morning, and she was in the midst of giving birth, but there was 2 of them coming out at the same time. One head first, halfway out, the other breech halfway out, side by side, and they were stillborn. So I went and had to pull them out, and she died not too soon after that, and there was nothing I could do. I was just devastated. She was still pregnant with more babies, so I lost my female goat, and I lost all the babies. I don't even know how many babies she had in her, but I guarantee you it was at least 5. So I was not a happy camper. So I had to deal with the aftermath of that and the heartbreak. Oh, I was just devastated. And then about 3 weeks later, this lady gave birth. Now, she typically gives me twins. And one time she gave me triplets. Now, she has 2 with her, but these are does that were born last year. And the ones she had freshened this year, she had twins. I came up, I saw them, they seemed okay. She was feeding them, and then I came back that evening and they were dead. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I've never had a problem like that before. My goats have their babies, they feed them, they take care of them, they thrive. The only thing I can think of was nutrients, like lack of vitamins. So I'm upping the vitamins because I know there's something that the goat needs that we don't have in our environment that we have to supplement in their diet so they can, and it has to deal with being able to produce babies, healthy babies. So yeah, that was tragic. Double tragedy. I was just so devastated. So I got Mama and her 2 one-year-old doelings. One doe I'm selling because I only want 2 does. And then look at this. We got adopted. This is a Canada Gosling, and it flew in with 2 of its siblings and its parents. And then everybody flew away and this one stayed. And I'm not sure what the deal is. So since this is a Canada honker, I named this one Alberta. The 3 of them I named BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, and this is Alberta. Yep. You know, the only foreign language I know fluently is Canadian. Eh? Honk, eh? Honk, honk, eh? Well, this one hasn't got its honk yet. This one only has its little peep. It follows me around like a puppy dog. So we got adopted by at least one Canada goose. It's too domesticated to be wild. I don't know what the story is. The parents and the other siblings were docile, just like that one. They'd follow you around. It's like, and then they flew off and they're gone. I don't know where they went. So turkeys, I've had a phenomenal year with turkeys. Phenomenal. So one Tom and that hen over there, they were babies from last year. My Tom and my hen raised successfully one pair of turkey poults, and they grew up, and then now I got two hens laying eggs, and I collected the eggs and put them in the incubator. I got the Chocozy incubator, which I use to incubate. Then I have this other incubator that I use as a brooder, because I leave them in the incubator, the turkey poults, I leave them in the incubator 24 hours, then I put them in the brooder with food and water, and they're in the brooder for a week, and then I put them in a grow out cage in the gobbler gallery. They have 4 turkeys poults in the cage, grow out cage. I have 3 turkey poults in the brooder, and I just had a turkey poult hatch last night. So that's 8 turkey poults, very successful. However, there was more that hatched, but 3 of them died. So I've had a success of 11 turkey poults that hatch. I've never had that kind of success before with turkeys, never. And then there's my geese. I let the gander and the goose take care of their own eggs and hatch their own eggs. And they successfully hatched 8 goslings. 1, 2. So now I have 10 geese, 8 goslings. Some of those goslings are going to be sold, and 2 of them will go to freezer camp. And then I'm gleaning out a pair to add to my breeding stock, because I want 2 breeding pair. Like my turkeys, I got 2 breeding pair. My goats, I'll have 2 breeding pair. My geese, I'll have 2 breeding pair. So success with turkeys, success with geese. And epic success with ducks. I had to incubate all the ducks. I started out with just 1 pair, like the geese. I started out with 1 pair. Now I have 10 geese. The ducks, I started out with 1 pair. Now I have 12 ducks, and I've got 1 duck on a nest of eggs. I don't know how many eggs she has in this nesting box, but I'll end up with more ducklings. So I have ducks that are going to be sold, and 2 of them will go to freezer camp, because I have more coming out. I'll have some. We'll have food. We're not going to go hungry. And the rabbits. This is the bunny bungalow. I had my does got old and they died, so I bought 2 new does. I've got the 1 buck, and the does won't be old enough to breed until October. This is August. 2 more months and I can probably breed them. But I purchased them from a rabbit tree over the mountain range there, so we're able to get rabbit flock. I've got 1 rabbit in the freezer, so I'll be able to raise some rabbits, sell those, and then send some to freezer camp. I sell them, and the money I just turn back over into buying feed for the livestock. Now the chickens, I had great success with the chickens. I started out with 4 hens and 1 rooster, and I only had 1 hen laying. And I still have only 1 hen laying, because the other 3 hens are probably old and beyond the laying stage. They might end up going into stew pot, because I started collecting eggs and incubating them, hatching them. Now I have 14 chickens altogether. Among them, there's 3 roosters, and the rest are hens. So I will not be selling any chickens. I'll keep those for eggs, because I like eggs. I use eggs. It's part of my diet, yeah. I got blackberries to harvest down here coming up pretty soon. And then my honeybees took advantage of the blackberry nectar, and they made honey, and I went and harvested the honey from the honeybees and ended up getting the biggest harvest I had ever gotten, ever, from honeybees. I am keeping these blackberries. I'll be pruning them back. There's these 2 bushes here, and there's a couple bushes over there, but I don't want them to get too out of hand, and I just got to prune them back. Yeah, because the canes, we don't need the big long canes, just keep them pruned. Just got to keep on top of them, otherwise they will take over. And that's it on the state of affairs here on the homestead, as far as the homestead goes, with the tractor, the garden, the yard, the livestock, tragic and triumph on the livestock. And as far as my side hustle goes with filmmaking, the one film that I was executive producer of, my friend Ray Nomoto Robinson wrote it and directed it. It's getting ready to go streaming, so I'll let you guys know when it does that. It's called The Eve of May. We won some awards on that, and in fact it's getting ready to go to audiences in Poland, so they'll be able to enjoy The Eve of May in Poland. The other film that I was able to act in with a couple of actors, big actors, it was the Hollywood production that I was able to be a part of and become executive producer of that one. It's called Timberlands. Still in post-production. Keep you guys posted on that. And there's a couple of other movies. One, I haven't even seen it yet. We filmed it last year, and it's still in post-production, so I'm still waiting to hear from the director and editor to find out when it's going to be screened, so the actors can see, the actors, cast and crew can go see the screening of it. And then that other movie I did. So a lot of things are happening behind the scenes, and I've been busy, of course, with the tractor, creating a lot of content, plus dealing with my health. It's just been a roller coaster. Well, you gotta take this egg in and put it in the fridge. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon that alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up, share my videos on your social media platforms, helps us out. Remember, be safe, always be kind. I'll see you guys in my next adventure. Bye-bye now.